And we are live. This is Days of the Wolf. D Wolf coming at you live somewhere in a secret location within the Northwest. It's Friday, September 21st, 2018, and I am your host, D Wolf. Got some news I wanted to share with you guys. I think it's pretty interesting, and it's related to cryptocurrency. Another hack. It's a couple of days old, but I think it's important to learn about these hacks as they're affecting the cryptocurrency market. Zaif, I think I'm saying that right. Cryptocurrency exchange loses 60 million in a recent hack. Um, it's now from what I know about Zaif, it's a Japanese exchange, centralized exchange. They reportedly lost 60 million worth of the company and users' funds. I don't think the whole thing was that. The key aspects on this was they were investigating the hack on September 14th. So this happened actually several days before the story actually took place, and even more so um, when I'm reporting it. It was between 1700 and 1900 local time, probably in Japan, and they attacked what's called the hot wallet. Now, for those of you that don't know what a hot wallet is, it's a wallet that's attached to the exchange that you're on. There you can create as many wallets as you want, but the key aspect is that the exchange has your private keys to enable itself to do these cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency to fiat operations. It, it, I, you host that onto your hot wallet. Now, and this is a kind of a hiccup on a lot of things, because it's like you would open up a bank account, you wouldn't have to worry about opening up different bank accounts to kind of insulate you from hacks and stuff. But in the cryptocurrency world, you kind of have to do that, at least now, until we can get some type of application that kind of does this behind the scenes and stuff. The hot wallet is attached directly to the exchange, and so the hackers do not hack the cryptocurrency itself. They hack weaknesses in the exchange and retrieve those private keys. And with those private keys, as we know, your keys, your coins, not your keys, not your coins. Now, I think the actual amount in total Bitcoin funds were 59 Bitcoins, which is substantial. It's about 37 million right now. So you got to really be careful, when you go to exchanges and you set up hot coin or hot wallets. You don't want your hot wallet to hold all your funds. Think of it in the terms of your hot wallet being like cash in your pocket. Somebody can come over and either pickpocket you or beat you up and take the money that's in your hot wallet. But you kind of need the reason why you have kind of cash in your pocket, well, more or less, is to do like small purchases. Like, I'm going to go to the coffee shop, I'll pull out a fiver, in cash that, because I withdrew it from my ATM, my bank account. Now, the bank account could be kind of analogous to your warm wallet. They could beat you up, and take your money, but they can't take the PIN number that's in your head. And that PIN number is like equivalent to a private key that would be on a warm wallet. Now, I guess that analogy is the best I can think of, but remember, banks are still custodial account. So you can think of the custodial portion of it is that you create a warm wallet that's separate from your pocket change, but it's still on your computer. It's still, generated on some type of computing device connected to the internet. And there is a chance, depending on how scrupulous you are with your security and stuff like that, that a hacker could say slip on some Trojan to do a keystroke logger and things like that, and or some malware. Um, but generally speaking, if you're say you're pretty secure with your computer, the warm wallet is just as effective as a cold wallet. But if you don't even trust yourself, then the cold wallet component is kind of the end of all things. You know, it's just off chain. It's insulated from the internet. You know, you generate a number onto the cold wallet and stuff. Now, I personally don't have a cold wallet. I just deal with like hot and warm wallets. But I'm really thinking of a hardware wallet, you know, just as the mainstay. And that's just kind of buried money and stuff that won't really, you don't have to really worry about. Now, technically speaking, you know, with the obviously the exception of this hack in Zaif in Japan, you don't really have to worry a lot about hot wallets, but just know that the vector of attack that a hacker will have on you is they're going to focus on the centralized exchanges, you know, first, to find out all your personal information, to find out all your private keys, you know, and it's like I bag on this all the time. This is why you don't want KYC to be integrated into an exchange, because it's hacks like this. Now, supposedly they only took the money, but if there was KYC related, they could have taken all your personal information as well, and that's the problem. So keep the wallets as independent of your identity as you can, because it's your money. It's your, you know, how you spend it is completely up to you, and there should be no oversight, and there should be no third-party infringement or service charges other than the charge for transferring the money from place to place, which is minuscule when you compare it to the charge that the payday loan centers, you know, charge for they call it remittance, you know, or, you know, to transfer. Because the thing is, as far as the network's concerned, it doesn't see the value of the transfer. You can transfer 5 bitcoins or cryptocurrencies for the same cost of electricity and stuff, which is essentially what you're paying, than a million cryptocurrencies. It's just a shifting of numbers and exchanging of keys. So unlike the bank, they'll say, oh, okay, well, if you're going to push a remittance to like India, it's going to take so much time. It's going to be like $35, you know, things like that. That won't be a factor as much. There is still a payment to transfer the money, you know, because the cost of electricity and stuff. And the miners want to get paid too. But it's minuscule when you compare to, you know, how the banks and payday loan centers are kind of propagating this. Anyway, the article goes on to say that Zaif plans to secure a 5 billion yen loan to pay back affected customers, but it's not revealed the details and stuff like that. And it's just a note that a Japanese financial regulator intervened and forced CoinCheck to pay back its customers and stuff. So these hacks do happen. There are regulators that kind of, you know, would make a person whole, and this is kind of the upside of a centralized exchange as well. But at the end of the day, you have to be wholly responsible for the entirety of your wealth. So yeah, I have a Coinbase account, you know, and I submitted. I haven't submitted my personal ID yet. I'm still kind of on the fence of it, but I have the account open and stuff like that. I haven't attached it to any banking and stuff, but because I'm just trying to figure out, you know, what's the best exchange to actually go into. I think Beyonce is one of them, and there's the Kraken and stuff. And because of these hacks that are happening and stuff, I'm not worried about the integrity of my personal private keys. I'm worried about where I'm going to implement hotkeys and have that exposure. Now, these hacks don't happen often, but believe me, they are targeted for, because that's where the money is. I mean, it's that's where the money is. So of course, that's where these black hats are going to attack, because, quite frankly, it's easier than robbing a bank, or trying to figure out the operating system for an ATM, or or try to slip in a Trojan into a banking network to eventually see how they work, and then eventually dispatch the cat. It's just it's a more direct way of attacking wealth. So especially in a centralized exchange. Anyway, that was the basic story that I wanted to kind of share with you guys. If you like what you hear, please press the like down below if you're on the YouTube. Leave a comment. And this is D Wolf signing off.